Last word goes out top lane, and here's the kill potential we're talking about. Well, Abed doesn't have the Spirit Lance just yet. Threw it out at the beginning of that game, so the TP in from Sand King will keep snaking alive.
I believe this is the first game this series where both teams are like even at about the 6-minute mark. So I think this is the first time we'll see really the decider of the early, or decider of who's ahead of the big game by the big. You know, like an all pretty big.
Bottom lane. They know the Dazzle's TP'd out. This is their opportunity to kill off Ritsu. They'll jump forward. Snaking actually the one to TP in on the back right. They're going to pay it forward and return the favor. But Bulba, he is going to be dropped down here. Big overwhelming odds come through from MSS, but he can't continue forward. So Alright, Shapeshift, as you mention it, and the Fisher is available over to the west. Bulba going to try and charge through. Fisher, though, will catch him. He's on the opposite side, however, and can't be right-clicked by Ritsu just yet. Now Ritsu gets in range, and will be able to swipe him down. He'll burn to the fire. As you mentioned, Snaking making the move bottom. They will net a Bulba kill. Not the biggest kill, but a kill nonetheless. Keeping Spearbreaker down in this early game.
These mid laners are just stacking. They haven't really played. Yes. And these are two double damage. It'd be hard for either team to gank, but it looks like actually someone on DC's drawn an arrow to the bot lane. Thinking about making a rotation for Lycan. I mean, Lycan's shapeshift is down for 70 seconds. Bulba coming in with a smoke. They're also. I think the plan here for DC is to shove out this lane. Go for a smoke.
Leander shows himself mid lane. He's going to drop the curse on the Medusa. Last sword as well. And everyone takes actually a big chunk of damage here from the Medusa. Mason particularly low.
Prediction right here. Okay, so Bulba charges, followed up by Duel. That's going to TP. He's got a TP. DC rotation. Classic coming in.
MSS has a level 2 overwhelming odds at this point. And playing very safe right now is Ritsu underneath the tower. In the lane.
There's no reason for the Necrophos to be missing when sitting in the lane. Sounds like fine. Man, like Necrophos isn't a hero that wants to be jungling this early. There's only one thing that Mason could be walking to the bot lane. So you could say that DC were a little bit too obvious or a little bit too slow with that rotation. So Ritsu and Francis hopefully catch it out and a bit of a rotation on the bottom.
The lasso, no drums, no blink, so kind of hard for him to get in on these fights without the Earthshaker.
Yeah, that Bulba's
even then,
the bounty rune relay. But it's taken, but Sand King manages to hit level 6 on Dazzle, which is actually huge because our armor is very important to keep fully armored. So
is that a
Bulba? It is a meme. So Bulba's not even level 6 yet. It's close to level 6, not quite there. But Stan is getting a better EXP. Curious about that meme? It's an NA.
I was a bit.
You might have heard it before.
It sounded familiar, and that's why I began to ask. But yeah, bottom lane, their attempt on the rotation thwarted, as I suppose MSS couldn't close the distance quickly enough. Though MSS is cutting the wave, does have the siege creep with him bottom, and right now Flea not able to do anything just yet. Does show will drop down the Fisher. MSS will dodge it, and top lane we may have a little bit of a scuffle ensue. There is some dire vision, and there's radiant vision as well on this exact cliff.
Not exactly a lot of action happening, but part of that is that the cores on both teams are basically unkillable. Like none of these heroes are easy to kill, and relatively speaking,
something bad is happening in your bottom.
Not good, at least until possible, and I think EC will actually get more, but down in the bottom lane.
To block off MSS, Echo Slam is there, Lasso as well, and he'll be dragged into the tower and down. We just brought up the current gold tab to look at who's closest. MSS now takes that back down to 1,000 gold and 1,850 on Snake King after that. 1,900 even. Here we go. Almost level 9 as well.
One Firefly, actually. There's a couple of stacked camps here, so. There. Next Firefly should net him his blink, so he'll have it in it. The DC do get that tier 1 bottom, which is nice for them because it opens up the map, but. They have the Blanket and the Dazzle on top. Pulse comes up from Grant, aka me.
So, as you mentioned previously, this is perhaps the least sizable advantage we've seen come out of the early game, but definitely an advantage for V right now, Field.
It just feels like that because thinking is closer to his blink, and I think feels like they have, yeah, they do have about 1k advantage in EXP's one, especially when you Dazzle, who's incredibly well goes,
yeah.
thinking says
that time, sorry to interrupt, that time that Snake King TP'd down bottom lane, Stan King was able to find him. Almost a full 2 minutes, so definitely a couple of waves top lane that's worth our experience. And it was only Abed top, so he killed him off all by his loons.
Probably VG Storm will make them quick move. Saying he's gonna get healed up, he took the blink, we're trying to force that MSS about 1k from his blink.
Mad dudes, middle tower, everyone go now! His middle tower has fallen.
Mid lane tower actually going down in the contest here. 747 just parked in the mid lane all game long.
Green dude's top thing is about to get knocked over.
What a net in Abed's farm.
Lasso at the ready, towards bottom lane. Dire Sentry, or Dire Observer, excuse me, however, scouting Flea and should see Snake King shortly as well. He does not have a smoke on his person. Moon Meander does have the global available. Nether Strike still a little bit of a ways away for Bulbot. Both VGJ supports level 7.
I mean, part of the reason why Stan King had level event. Make space so he could stay top and get EXP on. How do your hotkeys mess up in it?
Didn't use that spell till now, just realized it.
Maybe he needs down something.
Shapeshift top lane, Moon Meander in a little bit of trouble. He is going to go for the TP out, and Ritsu just going to say forget about it. As TP in comes, they do have a charge available, but Ritsu will be just... Oh no, he's Reaper Scythed up! And with the overwhelming odds, Mason is the one to pick up the kill.
Only slightly questionable. I mean, DC also did a really good job on that. Pretty much TP everything. As soon as they saw the like, hey, deal with this. Bulb, I believe, is recently in position.
That's the one long-range stun that they need in that top lane for VGJ Storm was farming in the bot lane on the Earthshaker.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Down for about 70 seconds. Probably defend this pretty passively.
They do have the Blink Lasso though, and I'm unsure if DC have seen that item pickup yet.
Spider senses.
Nether Strike just attained here, and forward is Mason with the right click. Snake King looking for something after that movement for DC in the Dire jump. This rotation does not bear fruit for the time being.
That's a good pick off by Mason. helpful. And also
Dire's top tower is under attack. We're detecting high levels of subdensity.
Way. He probably would have had it if he cleared one more wave and didn't die there, but unfortunately.
Snaking though jumps the back, keeping him in place. Global now comes out from Moon Meander. Seems to be one that just sounds the retreat, however, for the Dire squad. MSS though, poison touched up. Spirit Lance will come out from the low ground and press the attack will keep safe. Meanwhile though, Reaper's Scythe near the shrine, and Mason only attends the fight when need be. Nice prediction. Working on the early Radiance.
What seemed like a huge team fight ended up everyone just running away. And
got all excited for nothing.
rip snaking, honestly.
Since he's picked up his Blink Dagger, a couple of unfortunate sequences of events for the VGJ side. Shapeshift used top lane to no avail. The mid lane fight up going slightly against them. Maybe, you know, the biggest takeaway is that Mason, his first 2 Reaper sites have net him kills. Well on his way to the relic.
And DC have the shrine so that they can get back up from the other 2 heroes.
Oh, they just saw Flea as well underneath the ward now.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Killable target, yep. Mason gonna roll through, has a
Fire
face.
Blink!
Force Staff, excuse me. Echo Slam is there for Flea if he wants to use it. There's a Stone Gaze somewhere nearby, but no. 147 will. Charge away. Down to Snaking. Still surviving here is Mason. Now jump forward with the freshly picked up Blink from MSS. Can they kill off Snaking, though? It doesn't seem that's the case. Stan King will get off the grave, and they get the lasso up onto MSS. Kill him off. And Flea's death does not go, well, unpunished, I would have said. But they end up getting the Batrider on the back line, and now they'll burn away all the mana of the Medusa. Abed with a fresh pickup of the Diffusal Blade. Nearby is Mason as well. And the Lycan for Ritsu is also going to be dropped. First Diffusal Blade charge, a lot of kills on the tail end of that fight for DC. As they bring down the Earthshaker in the initial engagement and 3 heroes thereafter. They do end up losing MSS as well as Bulba, but still DC very content with the end result.
I mean, what seemed like a good fight for VGJ.
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Hey, forget about it. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That'll be a pretty important pickup.
MSS invisibility room. Backs Abed away.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's easy for VG Storm to kill Abed if his team. Especially because of that. About 3k net worth on SPG, but I don't think that's substantial enough. So, you know, DC's favorite because if VG get 1 or 2 good team fights, I mean, they'll be in a really strong position, especially with a.
Does have the Lincolns as
Regeneration. VC's ready to make, or maybe they're anticipating.
Coin.
Global at the ready. They've got this fresh Radiance yet to be deployed in a team fight. Stan King gets down a ward. May give him a little bit of a false positive here in the top lane, and this is the target they want. Jump forward from MSS. Gets the overwhelming odds and the duel. They'll even expend the Global for this, and they will save the Reaper's Sight on Necro, so they can continue to press forward. The support inbound from VGJ Storm, just a little bit too late. In the meantime, Abed just farming away bottom lane, playing a little bit tentatively at this point though, as the rest of the Radiant lineup was missing.
Yeah, I just felt like Ritsu was really out of position. think he if he was trying to bait himself, maybe he should have realized that. That's Hansford. Really, it just felt like maybe he was overstaying his welcome with that last tug. See, they managed to get a pretty good pick off. Dual damage, they do expend the global silence on side 2. He won't have global silence. Bulba's actually been spamming charge on Medusa just to cancel Awakens. I don't know if it's to scoop her out, but that's definitely been the
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. That bottom tower you bad do tag was crap anyway, don't sweat it. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
DC are grouped as 5 though, so this could be disaster for VGJ. Bulba though, he's a little bit out of position if Snake King wants to catch him. Jump forward, Flea's gonna catch the Echo Slam onto 4. Fisher is there as well. Shadow Wave comes through. Everyone from DC low, and Snake King getting low. He's gonna kill off the Necrophos first. Now the Stone Gaze coming through from 747. Bulba in trouble. Snake King still surviving here with the Shallow Grave. He's ticking down though, and will end up dropping. Bulba now blocked off by Flea. And it is an ultra kill for the Lycan. Abed and MSS lone survivors for their side. Actually, MSS bought back on the Legion.
Okay, well, first of all, I think DC were overconfident thinking that I think they wanted to sort of sneak the room in there, especially
the Medusa bottom.
The Medusa bottom. Probably the enemy team was sitting bottom behind Medusa the whole time, right? And I guess as a result, they wanted to get in like maybe an extra couple hits grouped up in the Roche pit, and Ransom ends up with a 4-man Echo Slam. I mean, what dollar value would you assign that Echo Slam?
Well, I mean, this is a qualifier. I mean, it was easily like the $6 million Echo Slam was a nice Echo Slam, but that game was kind of over.
You can assign a dollar value to that, right? I mean, I suppose that the net value of that Echo Slam isn't determined until, or isn't really determined unless Vichy wins this.
Correct.
Now, back to the game.
It was damn nice.
Buyback, so that actually swings the net worth about 2k or about 5k back in Storm's favor. Both teams is doing a little bit of DC figured out that there was that ward. Comes out actually.
But hasn't really been able to